Alright, Chapter 2 Quiz 2 Review. This entire quiz is basically just multi-step inequalities. So I'm just going to walk through them, like talking out loud, how I solve these, just step by step. Not really much of a lesson. If you're confused at any point, or if you don't feel like you understand what's going on, then I encourage you go back through my other video, lesson 2.4, solving multi-step inequalities. Watch that first, and then come back here and see if you can do these problems. Otherwise, I'm just going to get started. So solve each inequality and graph its solution. Each of these only has one variable, so you only have to solve for that variable. This first one here, addition subtraction first, subtracting 2 from both sides to isolate a. 5a greater than negative 15. Divide both sides by 5. A is greater than negative 3. So this is going to be a is greater than negative 3. We have negative 2. Negative 3 would be right here, between negative 4 and negative 2. And everything greater than negative 3. Next one. Negative x plus 5 is less than 9. We're going to subtract 5 from both sides. Negative x is less than 4. Want a positive x, divide by negative 1. Because we divided by a negative, sign flips. X is greater than 4. Greater than negative 4. Whoops. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. So we have negative 4. Open circle because it can't be equal to greater than negative 4. Next one, we've got some distribution happening here. Negative 2x minus negative 10. And that cancels out to be pluses, greater than 6. So we have negative 2x plus 10 is greater than 6. Subtract 10 from both sides. Negative 2x is greater than negative 4. Divide by negative 2. Because we're dividing by a negative, the sign flips. X is less than 2. Open circle, less than 2. Next one. Because we have multiple terms on the top of a fraction, we're going to pretend there's invisible parentheses there. So we're going to ignore those until the end, which means we only have multiplication to do here, no addition or subtraction. Multiplying both sides by 8. So now we have p minus 1 is less than or equal to 8. Left over. Adding 1 to both sides to get p alone. P is less than or equal to 9. 9 is right here, closed circle, because it can be equal to less than 9, going towards the left. Next one, some more distribution. 9 is less than 3 times x, negative 3x, plus negative 3 times 5, negative 15. 9 is less than negative 3x minus 15. Add 15 to both sides. 24 is less than negative 3x. Divide both sides by negative 3 to get x alone. Divided by a negative, flip the sign. 24 divided by negative 3 is negative 8. I'm going to flip it around so that x is on the left side instead. So now we have x is less than negative 8. Negative 8, open circle because it can't be equal to less than negative 8. Negative 5 is greater than x over 4 minus 4. We have a divide by 4 and minus 4. Take care of the minus 4 first. Add 4 to both sides. We have negative 1 greater than or equal to x divided by 4. Multiply both sides by 4. Get negative 4 on that side. X on this side, I flip it around so that x is on the left side. Close circle at negative 4. Everything less than negative 4, so towards the left. Here we have 0 greater than or equal to p over 3 plus 3. Subtracting 3 from both sides. Negative 3 greater than or equal to p divided by 3. Multiply by 3 on both sides. That cancels out. Negative 3 times 3 is negative 9. It's greater than or equal to p. I'm going to flip it around so that p is on the left side. Between negative 8 and negative 10 is negative 9. So I'm going to close circle right here, less than negative 9. 5n plus 2 is less than or equal to 42. Subtract 2 from both sides. Negative 5n less than or equal to 40. Divide by negative 5 on both sides. Because we're dividing by a negative, the sign flips. N divided by 40. N is greater than or equal to, not n divided by. N is greater than or equal to 40 divided by negative 5, which is negative 8. To graph it, close circle at negative 8, everything greater than negative 8, so going towards the right. Now we have some with variables on both sides. Negative k plus 2k is greater than k plus 4. Here, these are actually common terms, so we're going to combine them. It's going to be like a negative 1k plus 2k. So negative 1 plus 2 is just 1k, so it's just k. Now we're going to subtract k from both sides. Because we want it on one side, we're going to be subtracting the same thing anyway. That cancels out. It should just be 0 is greater than 4. Is 0 greater than 4? No, so this one has no solution. Next one, 1 minus 2b is greater than or equal to negative 3 plus 2b. Which one is going to get me a positive variable is going to be adding 2b to both sides to get rid of this one on this side. So 1 is greater than or equal to negative 3 plus 4b. Add 3 to both sides. 4 greater than or equal to 4b. Divide by 4. 1 is greater than or equal to b. Flip it around so that b is less than or equal to 1. Close circle at 1, less than 1. This one's a longer one. I'm just going to go straight from here. We've got common terms right here, and some over here as well. So I'm just going to go straight to combining them. Oh, wait, we have some more too. Hold on. We have these ones too. So negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. N minus 2n is negative n, because it's like 1 minus 2. Greater than or equal to 4n. Negative 4 plus 2 is still negative 2. So, now I go from here. Which one's going to give me a positive n? Adding n to both sides. And then we add 2 to both sides. 0 is greater than 5n, dividing by 5. 0 will be greater than or equal to n. Flip it around to be n is less than or equal to 0. And if I graph that starting at 0, and it's kind of hard to see with highlights, I'm going to do it like this. Less than 0. So everything going that way. b plus 7 is greater than 3 plus b. I'm going to end up subtracting b from both sides. Those cancel out. Is 7 greater than 3? Yes. So the solution is all real numbers. And the graph just looks like this. Next one, so I'm distributing 4 times negative 2x, negative 8x, plus 4 times 3, 12, less than 44. Going to subtract 12 from both sides. Negative 8x is less than 32. Divide by negative 8 on both sides. Because we're dividing by a negative, the sign flips. It's just x over here. 32 divided by negative 8 is negative 4. Open circle at negative 4, everything greater than negative 4, going towards the right. Even more distribution. 3 times 3x, 9x, minus 3 times 2, 6. Adding 6 to both sides, it's going to be negative 36, greater than or equal to 9x. Divide both sides by 9. Negative 36 divided by 9 is negative 4, greater than or equal to x. If I flip it around, x is less than or equal to negative 4. To graph it, close circle at negative 4. Everything less than negative 4, so towards the left. Almost done. Some more distribution to do. Negative 42 greater than 2 times negative 4n, negative 8n, minus 2 times 3, 6, and tack on the rest of it, minus 4n. We got some like terms we can combine here, so I'm just going to do it right now. Negative 42 is greater than negative 8 minus 4 is negative 12n minus 6. Add 6 to both sides to get rid of that one, to try to get n alone. Negative 42 plus 6 is negative 36. Yes. Greater than negative 12, and divide both sides by negative 12 because we divided by a negative, the sign flips. So just n over here. 36 divided by 12 is 4, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive. So that's all we gotta do. And I flip it around so that n is on the left side. To be n is greater than 4. Open circle at 4, everything greater than 4. And last one, distribution 16 plus 4 times 2k is 8k, greater than 48. Subtracting 16 from both sides, 8k is greater than 32. Divide both sides by 8, k is greater than 4. Open circle because it can't be equal to 4. Everything greater than 4. So everything open circle towards the right. So quick overview as to what the answers are. Number 1, a is greater than or equal to 3. Open circle at 3 going towards the right. 2, x is greater than negative 4. Open circle 4 going right. 3, x is equal, or x is less than 2. Open circle at 2 going left. 4, p is less than or equal to 9. Closed circle at 9 going left. 5, x is less than negative 8. Open circle at negative 8, left. 6, x is less than or equal to negative 4. Closed circle, left. 7, p is less than or equal to negative 9. Closed circle, left. 8, n is greater than or equal to negative 8. Closed circle at negative 8, right. 9, no solution. There is no graph. 10, b is less than or equal to 1. Closed circle, left. 11, n is less than or equal to 0. Closed circle, left. 12, all real numbers, so the graph is the entire number line. 13, x is greater than negative 4. Open circle, right. 14, x is less than or equal to negative 4. Closed circle, left. 15, n is greater than 4. Open circle, right. 16, k is greater than 4. Open circle, right. So those are all the answers, and good luck on the quiz. If you have any questions, as per usual, if you have me, you can ask me next time you see me. If you have my email, you can email me, or if you're in my class or something, shoot me a message on Canvas, whatever. But like I said, good luck on the quiz. See ya.